Majority of us are on the mental rat race, chasing the matrix. But what if we choose to deviate? Does that make us a villain? You are being held back by someone who is no other person than you. Think of many times you wished to start, but external opinions of who you are or who you should be held you back. And this ushers us into the topic of today, which is how to escape from spotlight effect as creatives. First, what is spotlight effect? I think I have to explain it better using Plato's allegory of the cave, which illustrates the journey from ignorance to enlightenment.
Prisoners chained since birth in a cave were forced to face a wall where they only see shadows cast by objects behind them. Mistaking these shadows for reality, they remain unaware of the true world outside. One prisoner later regained his freedom and ascends to the surface, initially blinded by sunlight. Gradually, he perceives the real world, recognizing the sun as the source of truth and the cave's illusion. Upon returning back to enlighten others, he struggles to readjust to the darkness, and the prisoners, who were already comfortable in their familiar reality, rejected his claims and even threatened him.
Now, let me break it down to the real world sense. The cave here represents people. The shadow represents their opinion of who you are and who you should be. And the sun represents you breaking free from their opinion and views about who you are. Alright, if you made it to this point, this is a call for you to listen to your inner voice. And here lies the structural approach, combining mindset shifts, practical strategies, and self-care on how you can escape from spotlight effect. The first strategy is to understand the spotlight effect. I want you to acknowledge the illusion. Recognize that people notice far less than you assume. Imagine a world with billions of people. Everybody are preoccupied with their own concerns and not scrutinizing or judging your work. Mind you, the fact that your opinion should count is not a call for you to deviate from moral sense of value and harm others. The second structure is to shift your mindset. We can try to escape from the spotlight effect through astral projection, where you fantasize living in a world free from worries and external view of who you are. But guess what? When reality sets in, we wake up from daydreaming and face it. So here are practical mindset shifts that I suggest would help you out. First, you have to focus on process over perception. Prioritize the joy of creating rather than external validation. Embrace the journey, not just the outcome. Secondly, you have to value imperfection. Coming to this aspect, I suggest you can adopt mantras like done is better than perfect to reduce pressure. I want you to realize that mistakes are growth opportunities, not failure. The third structure is to build confidence and community. Celebrate small wins, track your progress, and acknowledge achievements to reinforce self-belief. Also, try to seek supportive network. You can engage with communities or groups that offers constructive feedback and not judgment. The fourth structure is to reframe audience engagement. This is a call to serve your audience. You can shift your focus from self-consciousness to how your work adds value. Ask yourself, how does this help others rather than what will they think? Also, embrace feedback. Distinguish constructive criticisms from perceived judgments. Lastly, you have to abide by the principles of gradual exposure and reflection. Start small, share your work incrementally. I suggest you should begin with trusted circles before expanding your audience. Also, you have to journal your insights. Document instances where the spotlight effect arose and reflect on the outcome. I believe this builds evidence that fears are often unreal. So by integrating these strategies, creatives can diminish the spotlight effect grips, fostering a healthier, more liberated creative practice. Alright, see you in the next video. Thanks.